Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Python programming course. I hope you have practiced the calculator program we made in the previous class because today we are going to learn something that every app, every website, and every software uses every single second. So let me ask you a question. Imagine you are trying to log into Instagram. So what do you need? First, you need your Instagram ID. Then you need to enter your password. So how does Instagram know whether your password is correct or not? Does it guess? No, right? It compares the password you entered with the password that is already stored in its database. If both are same, then it will let you log in. Otherwise, it says incorrect password. So every banking app, every shopping website, school portal, and even games compare information before making decisions. Python can also compare values, and the operators that helps Python compare values are called, like the name suggests, comparison operators. So let's do a quick revision before starting something new. Before learning something new, let's revise what we learned in the previous part of the session. So what is the operator used for addition? So the operator used for addition. What's it? So it's uh, this this one, I guess, no? Yes, it's correct. So you should also practice with me. The question that I'm asking you would help you learn the concepts better. Okay. So which operator gives the remainder after division? The remainder. So the remainder operator is given by the modulus sign or the percentage sign. Excellent. So which operator removes the decimal part after division? It removes decimal. So it's the this sign, right? Floor division. Very good. So today's operators are different. They don't perform calculation like these ones that we have discussed now. Instead, they answer questions. So today's topic is comparison operators. So let's let's first get to know about the operators. What are the operators that we are going to use in comparison operators? So it's double equal to and exclamation mark and then equal to, which shows not equal to. Then we have the greater than, then the less than, then greater than equals to, and less than equals to. So these operators compare two values. The answer is never a number. The answer is always either true or false. So let me help you understand it with a real life example. So suppose I ask, is 500 rupees greater than 300 rupees? So immediately your brain says, yes, 500 is greater than 300. Now, if I ask, is 1000 equals to 2000? So your answer becomes no, right? So Python works exactly like that. So I hope you are clear with my example. So let me start with our very first operator, which is equality operator, or which you know as know as the double equals to operator. So let's open our online compiler for it. Let's remove this and let me print uh, 10 double equals to 10. So what do you think will happen if I press the run here? Let me run the program and it gives true here. So both values comparison gives that it's equal, so it displays true. Now what will happen if I make a change here and write 20? So the output will be false, right? Why? Because 10 doesn't match with 20. 10 is not equals to 20, so the output is false. So let me tell you a analogy like the ATM analogy, ATM pin analogy. Suppose your ATM pin is 1234. So you entered 1234. The Python here checks 1234 double equals to 1234. So the result is true. So now what will happen if you enter something which is not the pin? So if you enter, let's say 5678, the Python will check that is 5678 double equals to 1234. Then it gives you false and the ATM will reject your request. Hence you will not be able to withdraw money. So this is what double equals to is. So the next operator is not equal to, which is the exclamation mark and equals to sign. So let's print something. Print 10 exclamation mark equals to 20. So according to you, what would be possibly the answer? It's true, right? 10 is not equals to 20, so it will give you the output as true. What will happen if I write 10 here? So it will give a false because 10 is not equals to 10 is false. 10 is equal to 10. So let me give you an example, right? Suppose you want the username others123, but if what if somebody has already used that username, taken that username? So the website compares the new username is not equals to existing username. If false, then you must choose another username. Right. I hope you're understanding it. So let's go with another operator which is greater than and less than. So you all must be familiar to it because you have all done mathematics in your primary class. Let's write here 80 greater than let's say 7. Obviously, you all know the answer that it's true because 80 is always greater than 7. Now, what will happen if you write change the sign here and let it less than? It will give a false because 80 is not less than 7. 80 is greater than 7. Right. So, let me help you understand it with an example like suppose India scored 180 runs in the 180. India has given 180 target to Australia, and the Australia team has scored 195. So is 195 greater than 180? Yes, so the output is true. So another height analogy. Rahul has a height of 175 centimeter and Aman has a height of 168 centimeter. So what will happen if we compare the both and let's say is 175 greater than 168? Yes, the output will be true, right? So similarly, what will happen if we add an equals to sign here? So let's say if we write an equals to sign here and add the same number, if just checks that if the number in the left is equals to or is less than, so the number in the right is equals to or just less than the number in the left. 80 is less than equals to 80. 80 is not less than 80, but it's definitely equal to 80. So it will give true here. Sorry. Suppose your passing marks are 40 and the student scores exactly 40. Should they pass? Yes, because the passing marks is equals to the marks scored by the student. So that's why schools use greater than equals to instead of just greater than. So we have learned about this. Now let's do a program. It's a mini project regarding voting eligibility, right? Let's type age equals to take the input in integers because we have to work with numbers now. We can't take input as string. So enter your age. So enter your age here. Next we will print We'll check if age is greater than equals to 18. Right. So what will happen if you run the program? If you enter age, let's say 44, then yes, it's showing true. And what will happen if we run it again, enter age which is less than 18? So it shows false. So right now Python only prints true or false. In the next chapter, we will make Python print you are eligible to vote or you are not eligible, right? So we'll learn about how to do so in the next classes. So be with me and I will help you understand Python and make it simple for you. So next the we have assignment operators. Assignment operators. These are the next type of operators which we are going to learn. Until now we have assigned values using the equal sign, but Python provides shortcut operators that make our code shorter and easier to read. So some assignment operators are, let's say, equals to, then we have plus equals to, then we have minus equals to, then we have multiply equals to, then we have equals to, and double division equals to, floor division equals to, then modulus equals to, and lastly we have exponential equals to. Okay, these are all the types of assignment operators that we are going to learn in this class. Let's start with a single equals to and open our online compiler. So let's begin with equals to, the simple assignment. So let's write marks equals to 80. So it's just declares that the marks is equals to 80. So let me show you the another assignment operator, which is marks plus equals to, let's say, 5. And what I will print the marks. So according to you, what would happen? If you run, then it shows 85. Here, marks plus equals to 5 is a short form for marks equals to marks plus 5. I hope you're understanding it. Marks plus equals to 5 is a short form for the long version of marks equals to marks plus 5. We're adding plus 5 to the previous marks, so we are getting 85. Instead of writing marks equals to marks plus 5, we simply write marks plus equals to 5. So let's say, suppose you have 500 in your wallet, your friend gives you 200. Instead of counting everything from the beginning, you simply add 200 to your current amount. That's exactly what plus equals to operator do. Similarly, you must have known the use of the minus equals to operator too. Let's say I have a balance of 2000. Then balance balance minus equals to 50, and we'll print the balance. Print balance. So the output will be 1750. So let's take it as an example of our ATM account has a balance of 2000 and we withdrew to 50 from it. Instead of writing balance equals to balance minus 250, I've written balance minus equals to 250. Right. I hope you're understanding it. And next we have the multiply equals to. So it will be salary. Let's take salary equals to 40,000 and salary multiply equals to 2. Then we'll print the salary. Output would be 80,000. Suppose your company is double your salary, so the operator makes it easy. Similarly, what will happen if we divide, use the divide equals to, let's say we have got marks equals to 90, and then the marks is divided into divide equals 2. Then what will happen if we print the marks now? Print marks. So after pressing run, it gives you 45.0. So notice that the result is stored because it always returns decimal value. Okay. Hmm. Let's do a practice project, right? Take an input with balance. So enter your balance. Then we will take deposit equals to int input deposit amount, writing it AMP. Then after that we will have balance plus equals to deposit and print here. Hmm. Updated balance equals to comma balance. What will it show if we have a balance of 2000 and we deposited 1200? It will show 3200, right? It has done the entire program. And what will happen if we add a withdrawal amount here? So withdraw equals to int input, enter amount. And then we will do the calculation here. Balance minus equals to withdraw. Then we will print it as remaining balance. The remaining balance equals to comma balance again. Let's run it. So enter your balance at 2000, then deposit amount at 1200. Sorry, then updated balance is 3200. What if I take 3200 from here? The remaining balance will be 3000. So I'm explaining you again. First we took input as a balance, then we took input as a deposit. So what here the calculation does is adds the deposit to the balance which we previously had and prints the new balance which we have in our account. Then a withdrawal takes place and then it is a withdrawal is performed. So we perform an arithmetic operation which is that the balance minus the withdrawal left which leaves us with the remaining balance, right? Which is shown here. This is this is it. And let's talk about some common mistakes which people do. This so people try to print, let's say 10 equals to 10. So what would happen here? You think? It's a error, syntax error here. The syntax error is given because equals to is just used for assignment, not comparison. We have learned that the comparison operator is double equals to. If you use double equals to here, then it will not show any error. It would give just a true message. Also, some beginner error is like people write marks equals to, then they write plus 10. This won't work. The correct syntax is marks plus equals to, right? This works. Okay, I hope you are clear. Always place the plus before the equals to when using the assignment operator. Now you have a homework to create a bank account program that asks the user for the current balance, deposit amount, and the withdrawal amount. Using assignment operators, which we learned today, calculate and display the updated balance after deposit and the final balance after withdrawal. So, great job. So, we have learned how Python compares values using comparison operators and how to update variables efficiently using assignment operators. These concepts are the foundation of decision making in programming. In the next class, we will learn logical operators like and or not, membership operators, and identity operators, completing the entire operations chapter before moving on to very interesting if else and else if conditions. Until then, practice today's examples, experiment with different values, and keep coding. I will see you in the next session. Happy coding. Thank you.